gourmet cooks out there, and welcome back to another video with Glameres Gems Gourmet Recipes. So what's on the menu today is some loaded potato bake. So back when I was 16, my mom and her cousin made this recipe and I absolutely fell in love with it, and it stayed with me along the years. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the ingredients. For this, you'll need about 5 medium to large potatoes or 6 to 7 small potatoes. I have 6 strips of bacon here, green and red bell pepper. This recipe calls for green, red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. However, we're in a pandemic. I didn't have time to get the other 2, but you want all 4. It really gives it a great blend. I have a bowl of cold water just for my potatoes so they don't oxidize. Here I have all of my seasonings I'm using. So I have some salt, sugar, seasoned salt, onion, garlic powder, black pepper, and chicken bouillon seasoning. I have cream of mushroom soup here. You could substitute this with like a cheddar broccoli soup or a cheddar cheese soup, however you want to tweak it. And then for my dairy, I have 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese and then 3/4 cup of Colby Jack and Monterey. I have a 1/2 cup of carnation milk, and then I have another 1/3 cup of sour cream. So let's go ahead and jump into the recipe. So I've already diced my red and green bell pepper and onion. So what I'm doing here is just cutting up my bacon into tiny little cubes, and we're gonna go ahead and get ready to saute these on the stove. After you've peeled and rinsed your potatoes, you're gonna take 2 potatoes and cut them in cubes and add them into a pot of boiling water. Then you're going to take the remaining 3 potatoes and you're going to cut them into slices. You want to have at least about 1 inch of the slice cut, and they will boil for about 10 minutes. In a heated skillet, go ahead and add your bacon to a pan, and you're going to saute this bacon until it is golden brown. Once you remove the bacon, you're going to add in your bell pepper and onion, and you'll saute these until they are translucent in that bacon grease. Once the bacon and bell peppers is completed, you're going to take some sour cream and add that in a clean bowl with your bacon and bell pepper, and you'll just mix around until it is evenly incorporated. With our potatoes, we're going to go ahead and take our seasonings and evenly mix those around. And then we're going to go ahead and sprinkle these onto the potato. Very important, you want to make sure you save some of this seasoning because we're going to use this same seasoning for the other set of potatoes that we're going to mash to make our potato crust. Mix those potatoes around evenly and take the remaining seasonings you have with butter and add those to your potatoes to mash. And you're going to add just a little bit of carnation milk to that and just mash these potatoes evenly for your potato crust. And this is the consistency that we want. So on to the fun stuff. We're gonna butter a casserole dish and we're gonna lay our potatoes down. We're gonna actually make a mashed potato crust. So you'll see me here just evenly spreading out all of my potatoes into the pan. Now what I do is I kind of put it around the edges, the mashed potatoes, and then I leave the bottom layer down flat. So you don't want to have any gaps or spaces on the bottom of the pan. So you'll actually see me take from the sides to put back on the bottom. So yeah, you just want to play with it until you have everything completely covered. our cream of mushroom soup to our scalloped potatoes, and we're gonna also mix that around evenly. Once that is done, we're gonna go ahead and take our sharp cheddar cheese and we're gonna add that into the bowl. And we're gonna also add in just a portion of our other cheese. And you can save whatever you don't use to the side because we're gonna also make a cheese crust on top. Once you've done that, you're gonna evenly mix everything around and also add in your carnation milk and mix everything around evenly. So on top of our potato crust, we're gonna add in our bell pepper and onion and bacon, and we're just gonna lay it flat on the bottom layer. Once you have that laid out, you'll add in your scalloped potatoes on top, and we're gonna go ahead and lay those out flat. And you can take some of the sides of the potato crust down just to kind of even it out. And then we're gonna sprinkle our cheese on top, and I did go ahead and garnish the top layer with not just the shredded cheese but also some chives. And then this is gonna bake in the oven for about 45 minutes until golden brown. So like I said, it was in the oven for about 45 minutes and it's a nice pretty golden brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate this just so you guys can see how it looks on the inside and how it turned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this and plate it for you guys. You definitely wanna let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before serving, just so that it can firm up and really you can taste the textures and different elements that we've added into it. So yes, you'll definitely see how it's nice and cheesy here, and it's very structured and formed, and we just have such a lovely combination of bell pepper, cheese, potato. It's just lovely. The chives gives it an extra oomph. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just showing you how it turned out. So you see how you have your mashed potato there and you have your cheese. So it's definitely a family favorite. It was really delicious. We definitely enjoyed this. So yeah, if you all are liking videos like this, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload videos. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.